Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Michaela, and I'm so happy you're here with me. I trust that if you found this video, you found it exactly at the right time. There are plenty of channeled messages in here. Remember that this is a collective. So please remember to always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But you know your situation best, and this is only but merely a guide. In my meditation today, I heard nourish your soul. I feel like there's a lot of mental chatter and you're trying to make the right decision. So I felt more so guided to finances, maybe not even career so much, but really trying to make sure that you are in alignment. I get the sense that you were on the path of alignment and maybe some situation had come up where maybe you don't feel like you are in that alignment anymore. And Spirit wanted me to remind you that it's okay to make mistakes, that we're not here to be perfect. We're here to learn. We're here for our soul's evolution. I heard breaking free from old patterns and the desire to stay in what is comfortable is very tempting. So you may be faced with a decision right now, not knowing what to do, where to go, what is the next step. And I feel like there has been a lot of thinking, maybe a lot of journaling, maybe a lot of listening to these kinds of videos, and feeling like maybe you're a little bit more confused than when you started out. And yeah, that was basically it. The last thing I have here is move forward with someone or the situation, or wait. Do you keep putting energy into someone or something? I feel like it's more finances, but this could be a relationship as well. And we'll find out a little bit more as we go into this. But I do feel like there's just some confusion, not knowing exactly what you should do, how you should go about it. So Spirit, can you give me a little bit more clarity about this situation? What's going on? What is going on for our viewers? We have the Two of Cups in reverse. So this is emotional fulfillment. You're trying to figure out something that is going to bring you more abundance, but not in abundance just in the financial terms, but what is going to give you longevity. So this feels like a career path or a relationship that isn't just going to meet you at the surface level, but more so be able to bring you that emotional fulfillment later. What is going to make you truly happy, right? Because we always believe that finances are going to bring us that fulfillment. And once we get there, oh, it's going to be so wonderful. But I feel like you're at this crossroads right now of really trying to figure out what is going to bring your soul just joy, some happiness. Let's get a little bit more clarity here. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So the Eight of Wands, we have a lot of creativity. What I'm feeling is you cannot make mistakes, and there's a need to let go of the control. A lot of times mental chatter or really trying to figure things out is our form of making us feel safe and secure. And with the wands, I think Spirit is trying to say, just to allow yourself to be in the situation, be here now, and understand that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have this situation figured out. And it's okay to allow yourself to be here. We have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords that he's contemplating. Again, just reconfirming that you are really trying to figure something out. And there's this need to take a halt. And that doesn't mean, I feel like more so rather than taking a halt and thinking about everything, what we need to do right now is actually just get into action and not worry so much if this is an aligned action, but rather, is this something that just going, training yourself to get in the flow, right? We live in a world where it's very structured and 9 to 5, and we have to show up to this meeting, and then we have the kids, whatever it is that's demanding at your time. And I think Spirit is asking you to really practice getting into the flow. Some things that can really help is, if you're very structured, is dancing, allowing yourself the space to dance, a static dance, right? Just turning on some music, not worrying about how you look, and just moving yourself in a way that allows you to learn how to move with the flow. Or this could be creativity as well. If you're not into dancing, just anything that is going to get you out of this rigidity and more into a more balanced state. A lot of times when we're trying to figure out what's going on, our brain waves are, we're in like a high beta, which is like analyzing and getting things done. Every brain state has a wonderful purpose to it, but sometimes when we're trying to analyze so much, we actually hinder us from being able to have that bright idea. So sometimes what is very helpful is finding whatever hobby, even if it's meditation, anything to get your mind off of a situation. So that way your brainwaves can actually begin to lower down into the deeper, depends on what you're doing, your theta and alpha brainwaves. So that way you can allow yourself to find a little space. And what happens is your brain is a little bit more cohesive. And then you're able to have the bright idea. The insight comes in. And it's like, oh, it all makes sense all of a sudden, right? But when we're stuck in this analysis paralysis, it's very challenging to allow ourselves to move forward. So let's see what else. What do we have here? We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So yeah, to me, this feels like there's needing to be a little bit of action. And it doesn't matter. Just allowing yourself to take action. I think you have been there, you've done that, you've thought, you've contemplated, you're trying to figure this situation out. And Spirit is really urging you to just allow yourself to be, to allow yourself to just go with it and trust that whatever action you're taking, you're probably tapped in, tuned in, even if you don't feel like it, even if you feel like you can't trust yourself, it's okay to take action. Right? There's this balance of actually thinking things through, being conscious, and then at the same time, being able to not get so stuck in our ways or the way that we think things are going to happen and allow ourselves to enjoy, right? Because life is all about relaxing and truly enjoying this whole process and understanding that even if you do make a mistake, that is only for your soul's evolution. You are only going to get that much better of a human being. You're only going to become that much more wise with every mistake that you make. So let's start to ask, what can we start to integrate? What can we integrate, Spirit, to get out of this? How can we find a little bit more clarity in our situation? So we have the Emperor taking authoritative action, taking a stand. You know where you want to go. I think you're very clear about what you want, what you're trying to call in. And rather than second guessing yourself or trying to figure out if this is the right action or not, just go for it. I think that's exactly it, is trusting your divine power, trusting that you have lived this earth, you have learned the lessons that you have learned up until this point, and it's okay. It's okay to make the decision and to follow your heart, in this situation, getting out of your mind and getting into your body, into that heart space. So let's see what else. Let's go here. We have the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is about creativity. This is about moving forward in a way that is in the flow state. What else, Spirit? We have the Three of Wands. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. I just heard 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I see that this situation is going to pan out better than you can plan. You're sitting here, you're contemplating, you're worried. And I think the Spirit is telling you to get out of that fear base. We're very easy to be controlled. We're easy to be manipulated when we are living in that fear, that autopilot. And this is all about making conscious choices. And again, this is reiterating that you already know what you want to do. You already know what your heart is dying for. So allow your soul to take you where you want to go. This is asking for you to trust the universe and to trust your soul, your guidance, to trust that even if you don't have it all worked out just yet, you are on the path. You are going to figure it out. And if you had all the answers right now, then what fun would it be? You'd already know where you're going. You'd take the steps and there'd be this numbness. But I feel like there's a big surprise for you. There's something coming that you don't see. It's right around the corner. We have the Empress here. Again, this is all about the flow state, the Nine of Cups. Yes, getting into the flow state, allowing yourself to just be, doing what lights your soul on fire. What is it that you love, that you enjoy? What, if you're trying to create a business of your own, just do the thing that you love. What sets you on fire? And it doesn't have to be done perfect, and you don't even have to complete it, right? But it's like every day you wake up and you take a little action, and you take a little action, and you keep climbing up the stairs, and eventually you're going to turn around and realize, I built all of that? And it feels really, really good. It feels really good. And with the Nine of Cups, I love this card because it's all about the emotional fulfillment, which ties us back to the Two of Cups at the beginning of the reading. This is all about finding that emotional fulfillment. So as you get into the flow state, as you find what you truly want to do, what you love, and you're taking actions every day and you're doing that, you're not only going to have success in the material realm, but you're going to have success in emotional fulfillment. And this can really represent just feeling proud and excited about what you have created. We have the Seven of Cups here. I really do feel like there is, and then the Eight of Cups as well. So I feel like there's this need to get into action, to get out of the mental chatter, to allow yourself the time and space to just find what you think is aligned action. Again, you don't have to do everything perfectly, like I was saying, but just allowing yourself to find what brings your soul so much peace, so much excitement. So what else can we do? I'm feeling a little bit of these astral realms right here. What else, Spirit? What does the viewer need to know? Thank you, Spirit. So we have clarity. Yes. So getting into the flow state, allowing yourself to just move, even if you feel like this is pulling away or taking away from what you think you need to do. And how do I say that? Sometimes when we get into action and we're afraid that it's not in the right alignment, right? We're worried that it's hindering us from our success, but that is the ego. And allowing yourself to really just be here now, enjoy what you're creating, it's going to take you to that fulfillment, but more so clarity. You're going to find clarity, just like I was saying. Your brainwaves are finally able to relax. You're able to surrender a little bit, and that's when the answers come in. You're not going to be able to find answers if you are overanalyzing. I think it's getting more and more difficult for you, and it's all about your perspective. All about your perspective here. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to change your perspective. Let's see what else. These cards are a little mixed up right now. One more, God. One more. What do we got here? What do we got? What does the viewer need to know? We have resolve. Yeah, you're going to find your resolve. You're going to find your resolve. So allow yourself to just be here. Allow yourself the time and space to do what you enjoy, to allow your soul to be on fire, and just trust. Just trust the universe. This is the deep dive moment. This is the moment for you to just know completely that you've got this. And even if you don't have it, you can still trust yourself. You can still trust the universe, because we're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to expand. And that's the whole part of this journey, is to just expand, just to learn. So I hope that helps you with this mental chatter. I hope that you're able to find a little bit of peace. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos.